We can just move in concert with the Republican legislature, at least the members that are Republican. That would be phenomenal. But I do predict that we will get some blue state voters, some blue state Democratic senators that would at least vote on tax reform. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to hit this every single day, and I think we're going to be disruptive in the way we communicate as well.
All right. Yeah, lower taxes would be huge. If you can't get health care right out, let's get taxes lower. That would make a lot of Americans very, very happy. Don't let the health care destroy everything else good that's happening around it. So that's the next big one. So tax reform, that would be huge. We certainly need it. I love going to the fair. The Florida State Fair happens to be one of the largest, at least in our area, and then most states have their state fair. But Ohio boasts one of the largest in the country, and a major accident happened there, and Saul Kasich, which we'll hear in just a few moments here. But when you have the governor of a state ordering all the rides of a state fair to be closed down, shut down, you know there's a major problem. And that's what happened. Well, 2 of 7 injured were in critical conditions. So if that tells you anything, a ride malfunctioned at the state fair, and it killed an 18-year-old, folks. So until they can come to the bottom of it and figure out what the heck happened, nothing's going to happen. The fair's open right now as we speak, but none of the rides right now. It's a mess over there. And here's a little audio from some onlookers that saw this ride malfunction.
It just flew off. The whole thing flew off. Her leg hit. When her leg hit, her leg just like flew. Her whole leg. And then the dude hit the ground. He wasn't breathing.
All right. The man who was killed was one of several thrown from the Fireball ride. That's what it's called, the Fireball. While it malfunctioned, Columbus Fire Battalion Chief Steve Martin said the victims range in age from 13 to 41 years old. Their local affiliate out there, Fox 28, reported this. But again, it's called Fireball. And apparently, there was an inspection just before the fair opened that showed that the ride was operating properly, that all the cars, all the safety mechanisms, there was no malfunction. So now they're trying to figure out what caused this terrible, terrible accident. Very, very sad. People are mourning in Ohio for those that are injured, but especially this boy, really, more or less, 18 years old. I mean, you're a kid at that age. John Kasich, pretty emotional about it.
It's a very, very tough situation when you go somewhere to celebrate and have a great time, and you're with friends and sometimes with family, and the fair is about the best things in life.
So Governor Kasich in Ohio ordered a full investigation into the incident and have ordered that the fair rides be shut down until additional safety inspections can be completed. William Brown said he and his wife had just gotten off the ride before the deadly accident. He said, I was in total disbelief. Brown was telling NBC News. He says, my wife just got off the ride before the accident happened. It could have been her. And then hours later, some witnesses were still shaken by the incident. You just heard from a young lady crying their eyes out last night until our heads hurt. This is Brittany Neal. She was telling the Today Show, we were really, truly traumatized. Dr. David Evans of Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center watched video of the accident, and it was taped, folks. You know how people video at the fairs? Well, it was taped because folks had loved ones that were on the ride. It's kind of fun to tape. But the victims were likely thrown 20 to 30 feet. It's a long time. Multiple passengers were ejected at high speed with high energy, many feet, at least 20 to 30, if not more, into the air, and then they crashed at a significant distance from the ride, right onto the ground. And again, the cause, the malfunction, very unclear right now at this moment. There were storms and recent flooding that forced inspectors to work long hours in recent days, ensuring the rides were in good working shape, according to the Columbus Dispatch. They say the rain slowed down a little bit. Usually a lot of this stuff would be up a lot faster, according to Inspector Ron Dean, of the local newspaper there. He says it's a very tough day. It's a very tough night for the people of our state because of the loss of our citizens, Kasich said at a news conference. Senator Rob Portman tweeted, Jane and I send our prayers and deepest sympathies to those who were impacted by the accident at the Ohio State Fair this evening. Now you know why your spouse or somebody special that you want to go on a ride with, maybe a Ferris wheel, doesn't want to go up in the air, doesn't want to go on the ride. Case in point, malfunctions happen. Things happen. Man-made items. And those things do whip around pretty darn fast. They really throw you, and they're mechanical. Anything could go wrong, but very unusual because this ride is at fairs all over the country. It's a very popular ride, but inspections, just like planes or anything mechanical, you have to have inspectors that know the ride specifically and know what to look for with cracking, with bolts, just knowing the assembly of the actual ride to see if anything's unusual. And we don't know if the inspections because of the rain, if the paper had pointed out, was one of the reasons why. Maybe something that was overlooked in one of these cars. Because what happened, folks, from the way that I understand it and the way that the video looks, is that the locking mechanism, the bar that comes down over you, that holds you into the seat, actually unlocked. So that's why people were ejected. They were thrown. It wasn't properly locked, so there's something to do with the locking mechanism and why that came undone. Inspectors, I'm sure, will have some answers, but they're thoroughly going through that, and obviously they have the car, and I'm sure they'll probably have information. I would imagine they would have a press conference probably later on today to try to figure out, and, again, like Kasich said, it's a fun place. People go to the fair with their families. They look forward to it. You eat food, you ride rides, watch your kids have a great time, even if you don't go on the rides. But one of the things that's painstaking is you got people that were on that ride and just emotionally what you're feeling, and especially if you're a loved one, there's critically injured and dead. One dead right now, many critically injured in the hospitals locally. So our prayers with the families there in Ohio. Really, really tough day for them. And again, I hope inspectors find out what went wrong and they can secure that ride so this doesn't happen ever again. I'm Keith Allen. You're listening to For the People. Our website, forthepeopleshow.com. We'll be back.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. For the people. For the people. For the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on.
To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please call or go online with your gift right now.
Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. And For the People continues on your radio or your computer or your smartphone device, wherever you might be listening. The important thing is that you're listening to a show with good old-fashioned common sense. And speaking of a man who had given a lot of his life and a lot of his common sense and sage advice through the years, Charles Harder, Chuck, as everybody called him. Some people, they mispronounced his name. They'd call him Chug Harder, just for fun. But we're going to do something special for Chuck, and I know he'll appreciate that. The last time I was over, a little over a week ago, sharing Five Guy Burger with him and talking that his laptop, very challenging, old, and not working very well. We want to get him an iPad, so I'm gonna put $200 of my money in. So we're gonna need to raise about $500. So about $600 would be great. I'm gonna put a couple $100 in myself, but we want to get him one of the nice iPad Pros. That way he can write. I've encouraged him to write a memoir, and the Telford experience, and something new that can be published. And he's already got an Amazon book that is a bestseller, that Will We Ever Learn, which is just a great book. And you can still get that, by the way, on Amazon. And you'll learn a lot about Chuck and the founder of this broadcast, but a legend. He started America's first all 24-hour news network, news talk network, the People's Radio Network, and a legend, truly. Started a network in his garage, then moved to the Telford Hotel, but became one of the most listened to voices in America. Amazing. So if you'd like to help out with that iPad initiative, you just go to our website at forthepeopleshow.com and just click on Donate Now, and you can put in the amount that you'd like to put towards, whether it's $10, $25, $100, whatever you'd like to do. Now, if you'd like to do a larger amount, if you're able to do it, then there's a button where you can just put in whatever you want to put in. But we're going to bring it to him, and we're going to video it. Okay, and then we're going to play the audio on for the people. And